Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kanji, local realtor in Southern California. Before I get this day started, before I head out the car, I want to shoot a quick video here because I'm running into a lot of different things where it's pulling me in different directions here. It's making me learn a lot of things that I haven't learned in the past 6 months. So what are we talking about today? Well, what's the fastest way to learn something in this business? Whether it be a new market, how to learn your presentation, contracts, whatever it may be. There is one way to learn something super fast, and I learned it through not preparing actually. So, I kind of gave the answer away. The best way to learn something is to have the pressure, the fire under your ass to actually get it done. What I mean is, for example, I'm working with another buyer right now who wants to move to a city that I don't really know much about. Okay, so now obviously I don't want to lose this client. I want to be able to help him, and I want to be able to get paid. So what I'm doing now is learning all about this market, this different city, what schools are there, how much the homes are costing, the 3 bedrooms, the 2 bedrooms, how long the average days on market is. Most of the time it's less than a week or 12 days. It's crazy, you know? And it's just me going out there to that certain market, door knocking the area and seeing what the response, the reactions, the culture, the vibe of this different city is. Because when he asked me about the different city, this buyer, I didn't know much about it. And I said, you know what, let me get back to you. Okay? So that's what I did to learn about that certain market. Again, I could probably tell you 70% about that market right now, as opposed to a week ago where I pretty much knew almost nothing. Right? It's because I had that pressure, that fire under my ass to learn certain things at a faster rate. Here's another example. When I wrote the first offer for my buyer, um, prior to meeting the buyer of mine, the first one, I would go through the purchase contract, study it 30 minutes, 4 or 5 days out of the week. I thought I knew good stuff, but when it came to writing the offer for the buyer, I was sitting at the table, sitting at with my computer, filling it out through the they call it DocuSign. I didn't know what I was doing, so I had to go to my mentor and tell him, hey, I'm kind of uncomfortable with this, and he helped me out and all that stuff. Um, Shortly afterward, writing the offer though, well, we actually got countered, and then we went with a different property. But the second time I wrote the offer, I was fully comfortable with it. I knew the ins and outs, and I was able to explain it to my buyer in a way that made him comfortable with moving on with the process. Clients want to be led and they want to be comfortable, okay? And that comes with knowing your product. I, 100%, I wasn't 100% certain about the contract at the time, but I did highlight the most important parts. And, in a 10-page contract, you can't really go through much of it without making the other person fall asleep. So all I knew were the bare essentials. However, the way I learned it was what caused me to learn it in the fastest way possible. I had a buyer sitting right in front of me, or well, not literally, but I had a buyer right there in my hands who wanted to write an offer and wanted to do it in this instant moment. Okay? And that's how I was able to learn something so quick, because you don't want to let people down, especially since you got started. This is your one chance. You're going to do everything you can to learn the best possible way, you know? So, you can do all this preparation, all this practice, role play, and all that, and it helps. Trust me, it makes you more comfortable and it makes you ready. But the best way to learn it is through experience and through having the pressure to actually do it in that given moment. Like for example, a listing presentation. The best way to learn a listing presentation is to go on an actual appointment. Trainers say it all the time. You can practice all you want, you can read a book all you want, but when it comes to going out in the actual field, that's where you'll learn the best. All right. So it's a quick video, but I hope I was able to share with you the best way to learn anything in regards to this business. Now, that doesn't disregard the fact that you got to prepare beforehand, because that's certainly important, and that plays a part to being able to lead this client and be comfortable with them. But there are some times where you're not going to be at your best, and that's during those times where you will grow and improve. And eventually the next one will come by and you'll be ready. And there are a couple things that you'll need to tweak. Each single experience will give you a way to tweak your performance, make it better. So experience is probably one of the best ways to learn, and it's the fastest way. to improve your skill set. Hope that video helps. Take care. I will see you in the next video. Peace.